Last night, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert exploded into a full-blown war zone. Senator JD Vance, Ohio firebrand, Trump's loyal lieutenant, was booted off the set after a scorched-earth clash with Colbert that left the audience stunned. The internet ablaze and late-night TV shaken to its core. What began as a hyped sit-down touting Vance's rural roots and political rise quickly morphed into a televised cage match. Colbert's opening jab landed hard. "So, JD, are you here to sell Appalachia or just Trump's latest grift?" The crowd half laughed, half winced. Vance smirked but fired back. "I'm here for truth, Stephen, not your cheap shots." The tension lit like dry brush. Colbert rolled a clip of Vance rallying the MAGA base, praising Trump and railing against elites. His tone? Defiant. Raw. Colbert grinned. Quite a sermon. But is it grit? Or just a guy cashing in on the red state vote? Vance didn't flinch. "It's grit you'll never get, Stephen. I've lived it. You mock it from your cushy chair." Cheers erupted. So did jeers. The studio fractured. Producers eyed each other. Things were veering off script. But what set? The night on fire wasn't the quips, it was the personal heat. Vance leaned in, voice hardening. "You don't know my people. You're a coastal snob with a mic." Colbert pounced. "Snob? I'm not the one cozying up to billionaires, JD." The room shifted. Gasps. Shouts. Vance's jaw locked, then Colbert twisted the knife. "Your hillbilly roots must feel pretty far away now." He rolled a clip of Vance grinning with Trump and big donors. The crowd rippled. Some laughed, others murmured. Vance's stare didn't blink. "That's called loyalty, Stephen. Something you wouldn't know. You flip-flop for laughs." The audience split again. Cheers clashed with boos. The air, thick, electric. But Colbert wasn't done. "Loyalty or leash? You went from rags to riches, and now you're Trump's lapdog." "Ruthless," Vance snapped. "Lapdog? I'm fighting for people you ignore. You're the pet. Corporate cash keeps you barking." Boom. The crowd erupted. Some surged to their feet yelling, others booed. Producers panicked, whispering into headsets. "It's slipping." The segment was now a runaway train. Insiders say Vance leaned forward, eyes lit. "You mock my story. I clawed my way out of nothing. You inherited everything." The showdown had turned raw, real, personal. A walk-off was coming, and no one could stop it. His voice, raw, defiant, cut through the noise. But Colbert was ready. "Clawed out? You clawed into power, JD, selling out those roots you won't stop bragging about." The words hit like shrapnel. The audience split wide, some chanting, "JD, JD," others laughing, phones out, the internet already lighting up. One viral post read, "Vance is heated, racking up views by the second. The clash turned brutal. Stakes, personal." The studio thrummed with tension. Insiders say Vance's fists clenched on the desk. "I'm not your punching bag, Stephen. I'll take you down." The threat, loud, shaky, hung in the air. Colbert didn't blink. "Take me down? You're shaking, JD. Your Trump armor's cracking." He gestured to Vance's taut frame. The crowd roared. Some surged toward the stage edge, others shouted. Producers waved frantically, signaling for a break. But Vance wouldn't stop. "I'm not done. You don't cut me off." His voice boomed over the chaos, fury swelling. Insiders whispered, "He's pushing too far." The moment tipped, teetering, toward a breaking point. The Late Show hit a fever pitch. Colbert's jabs relentless, Vance spiraling. The interview had morphed into an all-out meltdown. "Cracking, JD? Your hillbilly act's wearing thin, just another Senate sellout now." Colbert flashed a fake graphic, Vance and Trump, drenched in dollar signs. The audience reacted hard. Laughter, boos. Vance's eyes blazed. "Sell out? I'm real, Stephen. You're a fraud peddling lies for applause." His voice trembled with rage. The crowd clashed, cheers against jeers. The producers, hands in the air, watched the live feed hold on the madness. Colbert struck again. "Real? You're Trump's puppet, JD, dancing for his money, his crowd. Brutal, personal." Vance stood, roared back. "Puppet? I'm my own man, Stephen. You're the puppet. Corporate strings jerking you around." He slammed the desk. Thud. The crowd exploded. Some chanted JD fights, others screamed sit down. Phones filmed it all. Clips surged onto X. Colbert grinned. Your own man? You're shaking, JD. Trump's got you wound tighter than a drum. He pointed at Vance's trembling hands. The room ignited. What pushed it over the edge wasn't just the insults, it was Vance breaking. Insiders say he loomed over the desk, voice cracked and raw. You don't know me, Stephen. I've bled for my people. You've bled for ratings. Colbert didn't flinch. Bled? You're bleeding now, JD, live. Look at you. The crowd surged. Shouts of finish him rang out. Vance shouted back, I'll finish you, you smug hack. The threat unhinged. The frenzy peaked. Some fans tossed cups. Others live-streamed every second. Breaking point. Producers signaled security. Urgent voices crackled in headsets. He's losing it. Still, Vance raged on. You're nothing, Stephen. I'll tear this whole thing down. His voice boomed, shaking the set. Colbert stood, calm, cold. Tear it down. You're falling apart, JD. Get out. Final. Sharp. The crowd erupted. Some yelled, kick him. Others pleaded, let him stay. Vance ripped off his mic. I'm not your toy. You're done. He hurled it at the desk. Crash. As security lunged. They grabbed him as he thrashed. Let me go. I'll walk. His fury, raw. Chaos peaked. Clips looped. Vance meltdown. Trending. The kickout. Seconds away. What had started as a talk show became a live breakdown, a national spectacle. The Late Show had never seen a night like this. JD Vance, Ohio's Trump-backed warrior, was forcibly ejected from the Late Show set last night after a live, explosive clash with Stephen Colbert spiraled into an all-out frenzy. What started as a tense interview collapsed into pure bedlam, ending in Vance's dramatic removal and a studio in chaos, while the nation watched in stunned disbelief. Sources say the breaking point came when Vance, mid-meltdown, vowed to tear Colbert down, only to be met with a final shove from the host, triggering the eruption. Security swarmed. Colbert stood firm. The crowd turned electric. You're done, JD. Hit the road. Colbert's command was icy, final. Vance thrashed, voice hoarse with fury. Let me go, I'll walk. His mic clattered against the desk as guards grabbed his arms. The crowd went wild, half cheering, half pleading to let him stay. Phones flashed. X lit up. One chant rang through the chaos. Trump's boy falls. Others pushed back. Stand strong, JD. Producers froze. Headsets silent. One muttered, he's gone. The live feed held steady, capturing Vance's figure as it vanished into the wings. Colbert smirked and waved. There goes the hillbilly, folks. Show's over. The audience roared, some with laughter, others with outrage. Debris flew, phones streamed. The moment had turned seismic. It wasn't just the ejection, it was Vance's collapse. His defiance cracked under pressure. I'll be back, you'll pay, he shouted as security dragged him out, his shoes scraping the floor. But his voice was fading, thin, lost in the roar. Colbert didn't blink. Pay? You paid tonight, JD, in sweat and shame. The crowd split again, boos clashing with cheers. Clips of the mic toss exploded online. Kicked off, one post read. Colbert owns him, another claimed. Millions watched the downfall. On loop, insiders say the Late Show control room split. Some celebrated sky-high ratings. Others feared backlash. The chaos was raw, too real to spin. The fallout hit fast. Vance's team went dark. Sources report he stormed backstage muttering, they'll regret this, but the damage was done. His tough guy veneer shattered. Online, Colbert basked in the aftermath. That's how you handle a senator, he quipped as security cleared the set. Fans rushed the stage, phones filmed everything. The night didn't, and it blazed online. X erupted with takes, Vance crushed. Colbert unstoppable. Analysts declared he played Vance cold. The host won. This wasn't just late-night TV, it was a cultural flashpoint. A storm no one could contain. The clash had turned into obsession. By morning, clips of Vance's chaotic exit had looped millions of times. His mic toss became a meme. His clenched fists, captioned, "Hillbilly Heartbreak." TikTok flooded. Threads exploded. His image reshaped in real time. Vance tried to reclaim ground, posting hours later. "Truth doesn't bend. I'll rise." The post pulled 150,000 likes, but was drowned by replies. "You fell, JD." Owned. And still, the storm roars on. "They cheated," one post claimed. But the tide had already turned. Vance's tough guy image cracked wide open. Colbert's team saw only victory. Sources say the next night's show opened with a mic drop. "We had a senator. He brought heat. I brought the boot." The crowd roared. The ratings soared, a 55% spike. Viewers couldn't look away. Insiders say Colbert was glowing backstage. "Vance thought he'd roll me. I rolled him." His crew buzzed, bold moves brewing. Analysts agreed. He crushed it. But others whispered, "He's a target now. Triumph laced with risk. Online, a war zone." Colbert rules, fans declared. Memes crowned him king. But Vance's base fired back. "They ambushed him. He's gold." That post alone racked up thousands of shares. Still, critics piled on. Trump's lapdog down. Meltdown of the year. Clips of Vance breaking analyzed frame by frame. He snapped. Colbert baited him perfectly. Some pundits predicted political bruises, others a Senate backlash. Trump's camp? Watching closely. Sources say, chatter's spiking. Vance's rise rattled. His silence since. Loud, too loud, but insiders say he's holed up, plotting. A counterstrike, a rival platform hit. Something's coming, because the sting of this loss, it lingers, and the ripple effects. Seismic late nights changed. One expert called it a reset. Another said, Colbert didn't just play the game, he broke the rules. Now networks are tense. Do they chase bold chaos? Or rein it in, fearing the next PR crater and viewers? Split, half cheering. He smashed a senator. Half cringing, he went too far. The clash left its mark. Vance's fall and Colbert's rise, etched in viral stone. But this story's not over, it's a spark. Vance's comeback, Colbert's next move. It's all still burning, so stay locked in. Smash that subscribe. Don't miss the next fire.